like the beast.
This is Owai magazine. Here sit with Desiree Jordan, a feminist activist that has much to say, much important things to say. So take a listen.
Hi, my name is Desiree Jordan, and I founded with five other brilliant women in New York, Unite Women New York. Started February 19th when I was watching MSNBC News, and Daryl Issa held a hearing on Capitol Hill to protest religious institutions having to pay for health care of, of women. The president had come out and said, you know what, if religious institutions did not want to pay for it based on their moral beliefs, then the health insurance companies would have to pay for it. Despite that, Daryl Issa decided that he would hold a hearing. And he invited to this hearing five men of the cloth. And they came to testify as to why it would be against their moral beliefs that a woman's health issues should be covered. Now, when they talked about health issues, they're thinking birth control pills, as though women's health issues are focused only on birth control pills. I couldn't understand, like, why would you call five men and not call any women? So February 19th, I got really upset and I called a friend and I said to her, I remember saying, you know, if I go to my bed tonight, then I too will be complicit in what I consider to be the most intrinsic thing in being American, which is the freedom of speech. Because this man had basically muzzled this woman, Sandra Fluke, and refused to allow her to testify, to stand up for a friend. Ironically, her birth control was not covered. And because it was not covered, she had a cyst on her ovary. Thank you, Daryl Issa. She will never be able to have a baby. I didn't go to sleep, and we threw up a Facebook page. It was called Unite Against the War on Women. Sunday morning when we woke up, there were 200 women waiting to get in. Today, that wall stands at 39,000. I organized a march. My march originated at the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory. First march, again, it was five women who never met each other. I'll never forget those women as long as I live. All different races, all different ages. Nan Cantor, Judith Amaro, Rachel Dedora, Karen Mayer, Kathleen London. My march was extremely successful. The headliner of that march was Carolyn Maloney, who was the only woman who got up from that hearing and asked, where are the women, on the steps of the Capitol in Washington, D.C. That march was successful, but I couldn't just stop there. So I formed my own organization, Unite Women New York, here in New York. And I'm really grateful to your magazine for hearing about me and seeking me out and coming and trying to hear what I have to say. I'm not pro-abortion. I am pro-privacy. First of all, I think that the personhood law, if you think about it in a linear manner, I think that all the personhood law is basically doing is legitimizing those that would rape and using this avenue of personhood, which is the moment that an egg is conceived, to make rape a legitimate and a legal act.
Moving forward, what are your goals in order to confront these issues that are, in the atmosphere?
My immediate goal, like tomorrow, is to get as many African American youngsters who've never been registered to vote. I need them registered to vote in this election coming up. Secondarily, I'd like to give every single African American woman, girl, child, a voice. I want her to understand that her voice is her own. It was endowed to her at birth. It is hers to use, and that she needs to own it. And thirdly, I'd like to see basically the ERA ratified. I mean, that's a long-term goal. Well, the ERA is the Equal Rights Amendment, which we tried to pass, and what it does is it goes back and it puts into the Constitution where men and women. Right now, the Constitution says men are viewed equally. Women's not in there. So the ERA seeks to ratify that and to fix that in the Constitution finally, where we won't be getting paid 70 cents, 77 cents on the dollar. We won't be paying for our birth control when Viagra and Cialis is covered in men's health care plans. We won't be the ones, even though we're 51% of this country, we are only represented with 17% representation in our government.
Do you have any closing remarks that you'd like to share with Only Words Are Immortal magazine?
Help me get out here. I'm doing a presentation at the 92nd Y, which is September 10th. I know you young women are out there. I just know that you don't think that your voice is valued. Well, it is. And we need you now. We don't have time to waste. Contact me at djempowerment@gmail.com. Unite Women New York on Facebook. Got work to do. I felt like these men had actually awoken my foremothers, Harriet Tubman, Sojourner Truth, and was like, after everything they went through, we are now going to tell you what you cannot do and what you can do with your body.